hosts, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Today we are going to be getting the science off of our space station and then deorbiting it. Whoops. There. So let's get right on to that. After I pull my wings in. Okay, let's resume. So, let's first have a look. What are you? Ah, you're a probe. So let's have a look at our space station. Check that the thrust lever is set to 0. Okay. Currently we have 3 Kerbals in total. So, what we'll be doing is, first things first, I'm just going to switch on that and realign our ship to be on the normal axis. That will just take a little bit of time. Just check how much power we have. We've got no electric power. Ah, because we're in the middle of an eclipse. Yeah. Oh, I'll just fast forward through that. Let's have the eclipse end. So now we have power. And we'll slowly ease ourselves in. Yeah. The reason I've decided to deorbit this thing is this instability here. And the fact... yeah, this instability, the fact that we got the antennas and the power supply wrong. So, right, we don't have much room in this landing module. How much room do we have? We just got enough room for 1 crew member. Okay, so we're going to have to use a slightly different design. We're going to have multiple crew members. Okay, so we will detach from here. Just click on that. Go to undock. Jump back to here. Right. Let's see how we are. Almost to apoapsis, that's fine. Let's drift a little bit more. Switch on that. And we'll angle ourselves to be retrograde. Like that. Do a quick burn until you become down to about 40 kilometers. What I should have done is actually refuel the bottom tanks, because we're probably going to use that main drive to deorbit with. Oh, we've got some. Ah, yeah. Excellent. Okay. So we can fast forward now for the re-entry. We need enough crew capacity to need enough crew capacity to hold 2 people, 3 if we're going to include a pilot. That shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. Just fast forward this re-entry here. Close that. Let's do a bit of staging. Okay. Just watch those drift off into the distance, get despawned. We are descending quite nicely. This is a new vehicle design, so a little bit concerned that it might not re-enter cleanly. Let's see. We're falling at over 100 meters a second. Not losing any... not losing any velocity to any significant extent now. Now we're just creeping up on the G meter. It's a nice re-entry here. The type of re-entry that I like to see. Okay. Do this. Ah. Oh, that's a bit dizzy. Okay. So, today I did a bit of recording for a little bit of an animation tutorial that I'm working on. So hopefully I'll be able to get that out in a couple of days. That should be good. Have some smaller projects to get done rather than working on a big project. The big projects are nice, but they do have the disadvantage that they tend to take up a lot of time. And if the video doesn't go particularly well, it can be a big time loss for not much output. Anyway, so we're slowing down. Still 2 kilometers per hour. Still in the upper atmosphere. Ah, this is good. This is sort of like the main Kerbal continent where the landing site is. So, but the main Kerbal's launch site is. Sorry. So it is good that we are able to land right next to it, or on the other side. We are slowing down. Excellent. Dropping below kilometre per hour. We're starting to go subsonic now. Okay. Everything is going fine. We'll be seeing the chutes. Safe chutes. Yep, chutes are safe. Just going to let us drop a bit more, so there's less time we have to wait dropping under chutes. And say 10 kilometers. Well, those deploy. fast forward ourselves down. I think it's under 900 meters. They'll deploy out further. So we'll go like that. Yep. Slight jerk. We're now coming down at 3 meters a second, which should be perfectly fine to land. You'll have a quick landing. Okay, let's have a look at our mission profile. So those are far in the future. And no contracts there. Oh, contracts. Bring Junistone back from June. Recover scientific data from Minmus, which we'll be doing soon. And we've got to put the Sentinel vessel in place. Hello, how are you going? I am going quite well. Right. So recover this vessel. We'll have a new vessel designed to download the data off of this space. Downloaded a new mod called 𝕊𝔸℻𝔻. What does it do? What does the mod do? I'm interested to find out. 'Cause you seem to be finding a lot of cool mods. Anyway, so I'm gonna load up the previous vessel I had. Ah, okay. That sounds really cute. Yeah. So I'm going to replace this with one of those. I think it's, let's see if we've got some crew quarter type things. In utility, Mark II crew quarter that contains enough room for 2 people. That's exactly what we want. And Aero-B, okay. And what I'm going to do as well, just in case things aren't slow enough when we do the re-entry, stick like that, and stick like that. So I'm going to put some drone parachutes on it just to make sure that we slow down. Excellent. It has 2 stages, 1 made and run 3 stages. Sounds excellent. Okay. The other thing we need to deal with was the power. So, going to put in, what's the electric charge? 400, 200. So if we put in that and that, should have enough power to recover the science off of the vessel. Okay, just double check that we have enough power to rate ratio at the bottom. And our thrust to weight ratio is 1.54. Yep. This space station, this ship basically is there to send things up and down from my space station. So, that's there. Let's have a look at the pilots. Crew. Yeah, we can send Jeb up. And send Jeb up. Save this thing. Going to jump out here for a second and look at mission control. Is there anything that looks... No, there's nothing that looks... Actually, I want to build a new space station and might as well put it in orbit of the sun. So, needs... Supports 5 Kerbals. Has a viewing cupola. Maintains the ability to sit in orbit of the sun. Okay. And I've got too many active missions at the moment. Okay. What I can do is I'm going to cancel this one. And add this one. This is a nice passive one. And I'm going to also get rid of this goo one, because this one, those goo ones just don't work properly. And I'm going to put in the, where is it, the space station. Where is it? Complete scan. Where is the orbital space station? Yeah. Right. They're a bit unhappy about that, and they'll take a bit of money away from us, but that's was orbiting Kerbal, the Kraken woke up. Oh! The tracking station, just going to pop out. That's a good question. Go to Space Center. Let's have a look at the tracking station. Because you're right, I should actually upgrade it if I've got enough money. Yeah, tracking station is level 3, fully upgraded. So, we'll go into here. Check in the... set that as target, and we'll allow it to orbit around till it is just a little bit before us. That's right. target. Go back down here. Just going to put those in the rubbish bin. There we go. Turn the engines up to max. And we'll engage the main rockets. I've added a bit of mass to this rocket, so its behaviour might not be as good as it was before. Okay, we are gaining altitude quite quickly, above 3 kilometres. Dropping off. Having everything nicely staged. Okay. Where's that? Stage. Lean ourselves just a little bit. Okay. Nice gravity turn. Just let gravity lean us over. That's fine. Oh. Make sure that we are actually going east like we are supposed to. There we go. It's high enough on that axis, so I'm just going to go straight east now. There we go. That's perfect. We add a recircularization maneuver here. We'll try and match orbits and get a proper encounter. Oh, that's nice. Just adjust ourselves a bit. That's good. Okay. I'll angle ourselves. Here we go. So burn time 1 minute. Start in a minute's time. Excellent. I don't know, bug where the save button works when I have nothing, no parts. I click the save button and the game crashed. Yeah. Can run into a lot of bugs like that. It's a real pain in the rear end. Just fast forward. No, we can't fast forward to the... We're too close to the maneuver node to start fast forwarding. Anyway. So, we'll do this recircularization. Can we see the vessel we're about to dock with? Well, no, that's fine. Anyway, so we are coming up on our maneuver. Just slight adjustments here. So I think, oh, there it is. There's the space lab we're going to be docking with. Just whizzed by. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. big thing happened. Started saying, instead of saying nothing, I had to try offsetting the aerocam. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta fiddle with things to get around crashing. It's a lot more stable than it was. I started playing Kerbal Space Program when it was in sort of early access, and then it was really unstable. And I used to build huge spaceships, and just getting them to launch, like they would physically crash, and then the chain reactions of the explosions would cause so much lag and FPS that all your memory on your computer would run out and the game would crash. Okay, just adjusting our heading slightly. And there. The reason I'm going to be deorbiting the space station is that it has got a lot of flaws. It doesn't have enough power on it, and one of the stages didn't detach correctly, so it keeps having problems. And I thought it might be better just to get everybody off of it and deorbit it, and then put up a better space station. So, and what have we got? 23, 13, 14. Let's try and get this to have a good nice close encounter. Yeah. That's really neat. I've seen some of the graphics mods you have on your videos, which I've been enjoying watching. Yeah. Out by 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5. Okay. Think that's the best we can do there. Really want one of my pilots to get enough XP so that we can put it onto the dot automatically with the SAS. Just checking the altitude of that thing. That's fine. Okay, let's fast forward there. Have a little bit of a, it's just like short 4-second burn just to fix ourselves to get closer alignment. Okay. Right. Force forward now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burn. And come back. Okay, how is our alignment now? 5, okay. We burn a little bit more. 4, 3. Yep. Okay. Target. Switch to retrograde, I think. Hopefully, let's see if that improves our distance. Yes, it does. So we're coming closer here. Right. Got a little bit too far. So basically we're just adjusting our orbit slightly so things come in. And right. Let's see if going a bit normal will help. Just little adjustments. That, nope, that's not good. So we go the other way. And we'll get ourselves into a good position to dock. Coming down. Ah! Which cooking simulator? The one that's sort of like in a kitchen? Because that one is quite fun. I've seen a lot of people play with it. Thinking I'm going to fast forward till I'm about here. We'll kill the relative velocities. Okay. And we'll start lining up our vectors. Right. Right. We can stage. Here we go. Sort of. Okay, cool. It's cool that it is quite fast. Right. Just killing off the relative velocity when we come in. And what that does is make our orbits more in line. Okay. I know that means we're going further apart, but it'll actually make getting ourselves to have a proper account a lot easier. Here we go. down to almost 0. Now we spin around and point ourselves a little bit above the location vector. Go like that. What will happen is that dot will slide over here. He says hopefully, she says hopefully. Here we go. And come on. There we go. Velocity vectors. Just a little bit of correction. There we go. And we go down here. It's all fine and good. Yeah. How far are we out? 15 kilometers. It's not too bad. Right. It's a little bit touchy using main engines to do like this fine tuning. There we go. Have 11. Just get ourselves a bit closer. And again. Go up. Bringing ourselves a bit more into alignment. And since we know it's going to drift downwards, probably bring it slightly more above. There we go. That's 8, 7, 6, 4. Okay. Let's fast forward to that point. Swing over to make it go retrograde. We'll kill our relative velocity. Down to 0 again. So this is what? 300 meters away at closest encounter. That's fine. $200 meters. That's nice. A little bit more. Okay. We are probably ready to dock, so it should be directly behind us there. So closest encounter will be... Oops, that's fine. So switch to docking mode. Close encounter will be 200 meters. So we'll let ourselves go like that. Retrograde. Let's switch out of docking. Oh. Activate the engine. kill the relative velocity. Right. Now this is the tricky bit. Five, 4. Okay. Right. Rotate ourselves so we're like facing like that. Switch on the RCS controls. And if we go like that, we are actually facing the wrong way up. Actually want to be facing due south. But let's check. So we'll come into being 8.1 kilometers at nearest encounter. That's not what we want. Now I know it's up us there. That makes it a bit better. Okay. 400 meters, so let's allow ourselves to drift in closer. Here we go. Going to turn ourselves upside down. Actually, no, I'm not. So don't want to quite lose track of that thing yet, so I'm just going to keep us north-south. Right. Now, right. It's 4. 2.5. If we go like that, continue to drift towards it. Now, just going to wait till we see. We're not going to see. That's the other thing. Control from there. Right. Switch to rotate. Just rotate until we're sort of like pointing at it. There we go. Just our heading slightly, so here we go. Just get ourselves nicely lined up. Oh no, it's drifted somewhat off of its thing, so we will actually get a dock now. Currently we are sort of pointing at the center of mass. I'm going to have to correct that. Actually, oh dear, coming in too quick. Let's slow down. That's better. Right. We want that little docking ring up top. Okay. Where are you? There you go. Set you as the target. Now get back to my vessel, which I've gone and lost. Let's... Here we go. Okay. Just adjust ourselves. Coming at a bit of a steepish angle, and we don't really want that. So, adjust ourselves like that. We go like that. Then I think we'll drift upwards and over, so we can sort of realign ourselves nicely, because the velocity vector sort of pushes the other one out of the way. So we go like that. Now, drift above it a bit. Good, just linear. Okay. Right. Okay. Now we go like that a bit. Go to rotation mode. Make sure we're pointing directly at it. Always a little bit. It's always a little bit sketchy doing one of these docks. Here it's... Ah! Congratulations! drifting above. Oopsie daisy. Go there. Oopsie daisy. This is a bit of a doozy. Come on. Oop. No, not quite. I think we just bumped it a bit. Okay. Actually, let's get ourselves lined up a little bit better. Oops. Okay. Let's get yourself sliding nicely in. Come on. Oopsie daisy. Oops. I'm almost. Let's go for another try. There we go. Have a. Here we go. This is a little better. Yep. Trying to go as slow as I can. Just want to kill the sort of relative velocity, I think. Okay. Angles are a little bit off. Get a little bit of space between us to help the maneuvering. Kill it like that. Oops, wrong way. Okay. So it's now directly below us. Or ahead of us. Daisy. It's just easy going. Just go. Just want it to just line us up on one axis. Here we go. Okay. Right. There we go, like that. Okay. And line us up on that other axis. Should get all the dots lined up. Right. So the problem is we've once again got the angles all screwed up because I think this is slowly rotating. I'm just going to jump over to the other vessel. And yeah, it's slowly rotating, which is why I've been having so much trouble docking properly. Okay. Well, switched on the SAS on the space station, so it should stop rotating as much. And we're going to come in again. Just going to fast forward ourselves. I think I actually got to push ourselves like that. Okay. Fortunately, we're also on the dark side of the planet, so it's hard to see exactly what is going on. To push okay, gonna push away from us for a second. Of course, yeah, again, a really bad angle. We're almost 90 degrees to it. I want to be almost parallel. Right. now we're better lined up. Push ourselves like that. So we slide back along. Same time. Right. Let's have a look. I'm going to get a little bit of room so we can sort of smoothly have a bit of vision on that docking port. Six. Okay. Going to push that way. So we'll drift in front of it. There we go. Yeah. I know they're not properly aligned. I'm just trying to get it as close as I can. It's another... It would be more easy to get the space station sort of on a complete north-south axis, but I bumped it and the SAS wasn't enabled on the space station, so that's part of the problem. But to push up like that, and also that way. We get ourselves more or less underneath the docking port that we are aiming for. Actually, switch the lights on this thing. Not that it helps that much. Go like that. Here we go. That should get us to come in nice and close. Let's see. That'll bring us into 100 meters. Can't actually see anything. It's a real detriment to what we're doing. Okay. Well. Okay. adjustments. Come on. Let's spot on. We are going to have an encounter of some sort. Let's see how much paperwork we're going to need. The sun is going to rise soon. Can't wait for that. Okay. Okay. In. This is a closer angle. Right. So we should. That's coming closer to where it wants to be. Rise. You up. If you notice, the dot sort of like gets pushed, the targeting dot gets pushed away from the encounter dot, the velocity vector. It's slowly drifting up. Now if we go like that, it will go sideways. Okay. Almost got it completely lined up. Right, this is a lot better than it has been before. Okay. Right. Just worried I'm going to miss. Just going to let ourselves. Here we go. That's fine. There we go. Getting closer. Don't like the angle, but I can't do much about it at this moment. Just going to have to pray that the magnets kick in. And Yes! Yes! Yes, yes. Ah. We've docked. And I'm going to switch off the SAS because there's a Kraken problem with this spaceship. It's another reason why I'm deorbiting it. So I'm going to go back down to the Space Center. Ah. Okay. We docked. Gonna quickly save the game. And we are going to now go back to our Space Lab 1. Everything is fine. So we've got power. Let's check the... So we've got a full supply of electric things. So let's go into the mobile processing lab. We are going to hit the button to transmit the science. And this time we'll have enough power. There we go. Right. And 100% data. Excellent. Okay. We're gonna do transfer crew, Bob into there. Transfer crew, 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℝ𝔸 into there. So everybody's been transferred off. Okay. We've still got a bit of fuel left in these tanks. Excellent, which we'll be using for the deorbiting. There is the AI there. Excellent. So, make sure everybody is on this end. Bob and Owen. Yep. And the pilot is there as well. Good. We have a probe heading to Mars. It's actually in orbit of Mars at the moment. And we'll have that return at some point as well. So, gotta go. Going to switch probes to undock. Then this vessel, just check where we are. We are at Periapsis, that's good. Okay. The controls here. Going to slowly turn it. I can use the there. Actually, you can switch on these things. So we can have it turn to face retrograde. Just going to make a quick save. And I realised I'm at the wrong spot. So kill that, kill that. We'll fast forward to this point here. Oh, there. Okay. So warp to the highest point in the orbit. Gonna switch those things on. Retrograde. Now, keep an eye on. Turning around so it's facing the opposite way. Just double check that nobody's on board the space station anymore. Right. Let's turn up the engines. Okay. So it will now deorbit. If it doesn't crash itself apart. Right, let's if it doesn't pull itself apart as it re-enters. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It's tumbling it down. There we go. Starting to heat up. Wonder if any of it's going to reach the surface. When I was somewhat younger, the original Starlab was deorbited and some of the pieces fell onto the country that I live in. So we're going to probably have the same effect to these people. Okay, solar panels are getting ripped off. Everything's heating up. I thought it was going to blow up sooner. Oh, it's remarkably resilient. Didn't overheat and burn. It's just going to smash into the planet. I hope the people on the planet's surface have paid up their insurance. It's me. We're going straight down. Into the mountains. 6 kilometers up. Just tumbling helplessly. No, lower. It's falling down. And for about 100 meters a second. There's the surface coming up. And hello. Boom. A bit survived. That little dock survived there. Okay. So the panels were ripped off. And then everything just smashed into the planet's surface. Okay. That is a quite successful deorbiting. The space station had some fundamental problems with its power and being able to correctly orient itself in space, and it needed to be taken down so we can replace it. And I don't want to leave space junk up in orbit, so I decided to deorbit it. That's why. So back to the tracking station. Yep, it was basically a cleanup operation. If we leave the facility now, we have some more science from all of that we removed from the space station before we deorbited it. So we can do a bit more research. But I am thinking we have accomplished our missions. So this will be it was a pretty small one. So we now have a little bit more research XP. So I think we're going to look into this probe core, which I believe has remote part available. That's it. I'm just checking the stability assist on these. And I think this has more science here. Ah, here's the bigger power cells, which we're going to be using on, and it has the bigger batteries. So So this is what we'll be using on our new space station, so that it has more power and can actually transmit the science back to the planet. So I'll pick that up. So we've completed our mission. We've used the science we've gathered off of the space station that we just deorbited. Tomorrow I'll be playing Kerbal Space Program. So actually, let's go back to my main room. So tomorrow we'll be playing Minecraft. Then we will play a bit of Factorio on Wednesday. Followed by some more Kerbal Space Program. If you look at, and I'll just double check that. All right. Profile. Yep, and we'll be playing Kerbal Space Program again next Friday, my day time. So, thank you everybody for watching. If you're watching live or in the archives, and I will see you later.